craft club, craft club, craft club, craft club, craft club, craft club. Summer edition. Oh, where's my sign? Summer edition. Oh, craft club, craft club, craft club, craft club, craft club. It's the summer camp edition of Craft Club, Craft Club. We're all gonna craft at Kevin's Craft Club. You will craft and I will craft and we'll all craft because it's Craft Club Summer Camp Edition. I have that loosely taped on because this is a reusable sign. It's actually in my first indie feature that I made on my iPhone, which I'm excited to show you all eventually. But I didn't want to tape it too heavy because I didn't want to, ruin it. Okay, I'm getting back to pinning. I have placed I've placed all the sequins down, except I just bumped them because I tried to do it in a way that I thought made sense, but now it's just falling all over the place because I think that I need this to be the last episode of me putting pins into this weird piece of styrofoam with sequins on it, because this is not a real craft. This is not a real thing that I should be doing with my life. Why am I doing this, you say? Because I'm trying to monetize on the social medias. I'm trying to monetize on the YouTubes and get enough watch hours, and I will get that one day, but I'm trying to speed it up just because I want to put other material on it, other types of videos, etc. And right now, it's not letting me do that. It's, for instance, if this video goes over 15 minutes, it won't let me upload it, and I think that's rude. I think I should be able to upload however long I want, and you should have something that you can watch to keep you company while you're crocheting or making anything. As this is the end of hopefully the end of this craft, tell me in the comments what y'all are making and if you are succeeding at making anything while I'm fighting with sequins and pins. I would love to know if you are creating anything. What I want YouTube to do is to allow us to post video or to allow us to post pictures in the comment section, which is what TikTok is doing now. And I think that's brilliant because I would love to see if you're making anything. Right now, I can't see that because we would have to do some... Oh my gosh. This is a nightmare because it's popping the sequence that I have carefully placed and it's making it so bad, so worse, so quick. There is no reason for it to be popping either if this was well made, which I bought this at the dollar store, as we know, so it is not well made. Okay, where are these even from? Okay. It's fine. This might be another couple episodes now. It's just what it is, y'all. I cannot control the popping of the styrofoam. This is a design flaw here. It's a design flaw and it has nothing to do with me and my talent as a creator. I am very excited for Christmas and Christmas content, and I will say I was thinking about maybe doing this at Christmas, even if I monetize by then, it is fun to do this, just to do like a bunch of craft boxes, and maybe this is my Christmas, like my countdown to Christmas, like Hallmark. My Hallmark countdown to Christmas. That's what this is right now. This is my countdown to go back to school, kids. Go away, go back to school, go get an education. And, but it would be cool to do something around this time at Christmas, don't you think? Comment in the comments what you think. I love Christmas, but there are things that I am shying away from, like the Hallmark movies. I used to watch them all the time, but I will not lie. I have a movie that I wrote for them that they decided not to make, and so I have a little bit of a weird relationship with them now, and I can't really even look at their stuff without really getting mad about the industry. So while everyone else is enjoying your Christmas watches, my Christmas movie, it wasn't even a Christmas movie, it was like a musical movie. It would have been really fun to make. I had, I talk about it on my page, earlier in my page, if you can find it. It's very early on in my page, but I wrote a movie, and it was actually for Kristen Chenoweth in mind. And it's about an older chorus girl who, gets fired from the course and then has to move home because she gets too old. That's what happens sometimes, is you get fired because you're too old, because show business is ageist. And then she has to move home with her estranged brother and her estranged niece, and they become besties, and it's a big old musical, and she falls in love in all of these things. And it would have been a great movie for Hallmark to make, starring Kristen Chenoweth. And then for whatever reason, they decided to not make it. They've changed their platform, because before this was before the strike, they were doing a lot of kind of like more cutting edge stuff. And I think what I was told is that they've moved too fast. So they are now pulling back on a lot of their things. And so, you know, that's how Hollywood goes. But it makes me sad, because I think the world would have really loved this character of this, like, you know, big, fancy chorus girl who, like, you know, has a bubbly personality running through these small towns, and at a time when we need togetherness, you know, at a time when we're so separate and divided. I always try to create work that is, you know, obviously I don't hide how I feel about things, but I always try to do work that makes a difference. And I think that this is a type of story that Hallmark audiences would have loved, and would have, oh my gosh, these goddamn sequins, would have really enjoyed. And especially, like, when was the last Kristen Chenoweth Hallmark movie? Like, she needs to be back on there. But since then, I've stopped watching. And every now and then, I will catch a little bit of something. And I'm like, yeah, they really did change the direction they were going in, because they were going in such a diverse direction for a while. And then I guess, you know, Trumpism took hold, or whatever. You know, I'm not the execs. I'm not going to blame them for anything. I'm just crafting now. Because Hollywood doesn't want me right now, doesn't want a diverse, homosexual, depressed, middle-aged Asian. So that's why I'm just poking pins into a piece of styrofoam. I am wondering if I'm even going to get this done at all. Wait, have I done all the green? Did I do all the green? Okay. So it's coming together. Oh my gosh. It would be really good if I could finish it this episode. But if not, it's just going to be what it's going to be. Did you see a sequence fall off my hand right there? Did a sequence just fall off my hand? Where did it come from? Where did that sequence come from, people? It's whatever. It's whatever. My career has its ups and downs, but I think it's really personally hard when it's a story. Like, I find it harder as a writer to take rejection than as an actor, because as an actor, you're playing roles that someone else wrote, but as a writer, you're telling your truths, and you're sharing your stories, and they're monetizing your stories, and they treat it like a disposable, oh, it's just something for fun. Well, we paid you, so why are you complaining? And it's like, no, but you paid me, but I wanted this to be made. I wanted the world to have joy from my little, like, Hallmark movie that I made. That's what I want, right? Like, and there will be rejection for the rest of my, oh my God. Oh my God. Including from Sequins that wants to pop off. There will be rejection for the rest of my life, and I know that. Like, I'm not, like, this is an industry that's hard, and storytelling is hard, and that's why I am trying to also monetize and be on social media more, because I realize that the gatekeepers of Hollywood, they make no sense. They make decisions. They make no sense. They spend a lot of money on, you know, like, I got paid for that Hallmark movie. I'm not getting paid, like, for the long run, because you would get paid every time it was watched. So I'm not getting paid for that because it wasn't made. But I did get paid for it. And they're like, well, you know, we paid you, so why does it matter? It matters because I put my heart and soul into telling a story that was actually very close to me, because I was a chorus boy when I was young. I was on Broadway shows. I was in Mary Poppins on Broadway. I was on Wicked on tour. I was in Mamma Mia in Toronto. And I aged out of it, and my body hurts, and I'm older now. And I wanted to tell a story of, like, me coming home and re-meeting my family as is happening in my life. And you know, they don't see it that way. They see it as, well, we paid you, okay, but it also is like, you broke my heart a little bit. I know nobody cares about broken hearts, but it is what it is. But I also like wrote original music to it. I love musicals. It would have been so important to me to have shared the story, but I know that, especially with Hallmark, it's not about that. It's about mass consumption of stories. They film, you know, I think like 31 Christmas movies a year. And so it's more about maximizing the potential than like an individual thing. So they're looking at things from a bigger picture, while I'm looking at from a very personal point where I'm like, I am an artist that wrote a story for you that meant something to me. But that's Hollywood. Oh my gosh. I set this up and it's like, it ruined it. This is gonna bleed into the next episode, y'all. It's fine. I'm trying to monetize. I'm trying to do as many episodes as I can. It's just kind of annoying, isn't it? I really wanted this to be the last of this stupid sequence thing. But I used to love Hallmark too. And like when I came to them initially, like they were all excited about kind of opening up their talent pool and like trying new things. And I feel like they've gone backwards. And so the things that were promised to me were like, nothing was promised to me, but like the idea of like, oh, we're bringing you in to kind of diversify, is so sad that like they backed away from that, because so many people could have been impacted by seeing, you know, more diverse characters especially on a place like Hallmark, But I cannot change the way that they do their business, nor do I want to. If it works for them and they are succeeding and making the money that they want to make, then that's how it is. It's capitalism. Capitalism in art is the problem, but it's also often the solution. And I cannot always be mad about things that I don't know, you know, I don't know their story. I don't truly know what happened, except I do. I do know what happened. There have been some controversies over there about age, and you can look that up. And my protagonist was not necessarily a young person, and it was a piece about aging. I have free speech, I can say that. And also it goes like, I also have the right to not work for companies too. And to choose the companies that will respect me. And it seems like I don't, because I am an artist that is unemployed and is struggling. But I do have rights as well. I do have rights, and I have the right to work with companies that I believe in as well. And if they're not going to believe in me, then it goes both ways, I think. But it is hard, like I said, because I would have loved for Hallmark to be the inclusive place that they say that they want to be, and, you know, to have more queer content too, because there were queer characters. Right now there's, you know, the one guy that does queer stuff from Mean Girls, but there could be so much more, and so much more diversity in it. Okay, I'm not done. One more video of pushing pins into this, and then I will be done for sure, because it's just the pink. The purple is done. The pink still needs to be done. I would show you, but the pink is slotted down and it's ready to be pinned in. So we will come back to this, and then 2 extra episodes of this than I thought that I would need to push sequence into into whatever this is. Just toxic, just bad for the environment. But that's what summer camp's about. Summer camp is about just being toxic. Doing crafts with toxic materials. But I hope you had a good time at another episode of Craft Club, Craft Club. We're all gonna craft at Kevin's Craft Club. You will craft and I will craft at summer camp. It's all gonna craft at Kevin's Craft Club summer camp edition, audition, edition, audition.